Many times in our lives, we are dropped, crumpled, and ground into the dirt by the decisions we make or the circumstances that come our way. We may feel as though we are worthless, insignificant in our own eyes and in the eyes of others. But no matter what has happened or what will happen, we never lose our value as human beings. Who you are is the greatest asset you'll ever possess. The 30-second rule. Within the first 30 seconds of a conversation, say something encouraging to a person. I can't do it without you. No matter how successful you are, no matter how important or accomplished, you do need people. People need to know they are needed. Every human being longs for a life of significance. We all need to know we are needed and that what we offer to others is of value. Create a memory and visit it often. The richest memories are often those we plan and intentionally create. Memories don't find us, we find them. If we are intentional, we can make memories. Set aside time to make something happen. I have discovered that it takes quantity time to find quality time. If you don't carve out the time, you can't create the memory. Plan for something to happen. Most people don't lead their lives, they accept their lives. They wait for memorable experiences to happen, never giving a thought to planning an experience that will make a memory. Find a way to make something happen. What do you do when you find yourself at an event where you expect to share a memory but nothing seems to happen? You get creative. Show that something happened. Almost anything you do today will be forgotten in just a few weeks, says John McCrone. The ability to retrieve a memory decreases exponentially unless boosted by artificial aids such as diaries and photographs. Relive the memory. Talk about what happened. The most important part of creating a memory is reliving it. It's the payoff. Compliment people in front of other people. If you want to make others feel like $1,000,000, you've got to master this elementary skill. And it's essential that you learn to give your compliments in front of others as well as one-on-one. Here are reasons why that's so important. For one, people want to feel worthwhile in life. Everyone has an invisible sign hanging from his neck, says Mary Kay Ash. It says, "Make me feel important." Secondly, compliments affirm people and make them strong. To affirm is to make firm. An affirmation is a statement of truth you make firm in a person's heart when you utter it. As a result, it cultivates conviction. And thirdly, compliments in front of others are the most effective ones you can give. Whenever you have the opportunity to publicly praise another person, don't let it slip by. Give others a reputation to uphold. When you give someone a reputation to uphold, you give him something good to shoot for. It's putting something that was beyond his reach within his grasp. Say the right words at the right time. The right words at the right time are like a soothing breeze of encouragement. Look for opportunities to uplift others with your words. It just might change their lives. Encourage the dreams of others. Never allow yourself to become a dream killer. Instead, become a dream releaser. Even if you think another person's dream is far-fetched, that's no excuse for criticizing them. Everyone has a dream and everyone needs encouragement. Set your mental radar to pick up on others' dreams and help them along. Pass the credit on to others. Rarely do we get an opportunity to say thank you enough to the people who help us. The number one reason people don't pass along credit to others is that they think it will somehow take away from them. Have you ever heard the saying, an egotist is not a person who thinks too much of himself, it's someone who thinks too little of other people. If you want to give others credit, put your focus on others. What do they need? How will giving them credit make them feel? How will it enhance their performance? How will it motivate them to reach their potential? If you highlight their contributions, it makes them and you look good. When you pass credit on to others, you need to do it from the heart. Offer your very best. We are most likely to give our best to those we love and respect. The most excellent way to elevate an experience is to give it our best. That makes it special. An average conversation becomes something better when you listen with great interest. A common relationship transforms when you give it uncommon effort. An unremarkable event becomes something special when you spice it up with creativity. You can make anything more important by giving your best to it. Make every day your masterpiece. If we give our best all the time, we can make our lives into something special, and that will overflow into the lives of others. Share a secret with someone. You can make sharing a secret part of your everyday life using everyday things. Sharing a secret means giving valuable information. Sharing a secret makes people feel special. When you share a secret with others, you are doing far more than imparting mere information. You are increasing the odds of a closer relationship. Mine the gold of good intentions. Giving others the benefit of the doubt is a choice. If you desire to mine the gold of good intentions in others, then forgiveness is essential. Forgiveness is not an occasional act. It is a permanent attitude. And remember, it is with the attitude with which you judge others that you will also be judged. If you mine the gold of good intentions in your relationship with others, then people will more likely do the same for you. Keep your eyes off the mirror. I've never met a person that truly wins with other people who has not mastered the ability to keep his eyes off the mirror and serve others with dignity. Success in life has nothing to do with what you gain in life or accomplish for yourself. It's what you do for others. Most people spend 86% of their time thinking about themselves, but only 14% of their time thinking about others. Do for others what they can't do for themselves. Doing for others what they can't do for themselves is really a matter of attitude. I believe that whatever I've been given is to be shared with others. And because I have an abundance mindset, I never worry about running out myself. The more I give away, the more I seem to get to give away. Creativity and generosity feed each other. Listen with your heart. To listen with your heart, your listening has to be active. Listen to understand. The fundamental cause of nearly all communication problems is that people don't listen to understand. They listen to reply. Listen aggressively by eliminating distractions and focusing on the other person's point of view. Find the keys to their hearts. Asking a good question is essential to discovering the keys to a person's heart. Successes and failures, tragedies and triumphs, goals achieved and dreams laid to rest all make an impact on a person's values and desires. Once you have found a key to a person's heart, you must act with integrity because you have been entrusted with something of great value. Never use it to manipulate someone. Turn the key only when you can add value to that person. Leaders who succeed are those who understand the hearts of their team. Be the first to help. I've long known that offering help to others is a key to winning with people. Be the first to volunteer your services, offer assistance, or lend a hand. If you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want too. Add value to people. Adding value to others is often a win-win proposition. If you want to add value to people, you have to value them first. You also have to make yourself more valuable. You cannot give what you do not have. There are people who possess good hearts and the desire to give, yet they have very little to offer. Making yourself more valuable is not an entirely selfish act. When you acquire knowledge, learn a new skill, or gain experience, you not only improve yourself, but you also increase your ability to help others. If you want to add value to people, you must make yourself more valuable. Remember a person's story. Whenever I have a few minutes with someone, I ask him to tell me his story, because I know that time in the conversation will focus entirely on him, his interests, dreams, uniqueness, disappointments, questions, hopes, his journey. While that person enjoys the personal attention, I gain insight into the keys to his life. Learning a person's story is a great way to connect with him. Remembering his journey and building on it is the greatest way to develop a strong relationship. Requesting a person's story says you could be special. Remembering a person's story says you are special. Reminding a person of his or her story says you are special to me. Repeating a person's story to others says you should be special to them. The result? You become special to the person who shared a story with you. Everyone loves to tell his story. Share a good story. Stories stick. Principles fade. If you want people to remember what you said, tell a story. Invariably, the person who tells the best stories becomes the one to whom others turn their attention. Storytelling is a skill that comes with practice, and anyone can learn to develop it. First, share something you've experienced. The stories we tell are the best ones we've lived. We know the material, and we know how they have affected us, and we can shape and embellish them any way we want. Everybody has had experiences that others would be interested in. Second, tell it with the goal of connecting. The people who have the toughest time telling stories are the ones who try to impress others with them. Tell stories with the purpose of connecting with others. Put the focus on the listener, and your storytelling skills will improve overnight. Third, put your heart into it. People love humor, but not everyone can tell a funny story. If you can, go with it. But never underestimate the power of a story from the heart. If you want to tell a connecting story, make it warm. Put your heart into it. And don't be afraid to show people that you care about what you're talking about. Fourth, assume that others want to hear it. Nothing makes a story go flat more quickly than a timid delivery. If you're going to tell a story, be bold, be energetic, be engaging. Go for it, or don't go at all. Stories stick. Principles fade. Give with no strings attached. I found that people who enjoy giving with no strings attached usually exhibit two characteristics that anyone can embrace. One, they have an abundance mentality. Two, they see the big picture. You do yourself the most good when you are doing something good for others. Learn your mailman's name. When you remember a person's name, it can make him or her feel like $1,000,000. When people care enough to know your name, they make you feel valued. A person's name is one of his or her most valuable possessions. Point out people's strengths. We need to focus on finding people's strengths and pointing them out. People are motivated in their areas of strength. You see, a successful person finds the right place for himself, but a successful leader finds the right place for others. Every person in the world possesses the seeds for success. Write notes of encouragement. What can I say that will be an encouragement now as well as someday in the future? Take 1 hour today to write several notes to people for the sole purpose of encouraging them. Words have the power to give encouragement long after the writer has forgotten them. Help people win. Helping another person to win is one of the greatest feelings in the world. I haven't met a person yet who doesn't like to win. And everyone I know who's made the effort to help others has said that it is the most rewarding part of life. It's been said that a person can live 40 days without food, 4 days without water, 4 minutes without air, but only 4 seconds without hope. If you want to help people win, then become a purveyor of hope. Focus on the process, not just the win. Which wins are the most satisfying, the easy ones or the ones we really have to work for? When you help somebody win, don't just hand it to him, even if it's in your power to do so. Help him win. If you assist him in the process, then you're not just giving him the victory, you're giving him the means for additional future victories. He can win and win again. And the only thing sweeter than a win is a whole bunch of wins. Once you help someone win, you will have a friend for life.